A groundbreaking shift has occurred, one that could reshape the relationship between the US government and the technology sector for years to come. In a move that stunned both Wall Street and Silicon Valley, the US government under President Trump's leadership has acquired a 10% stake in Intel, one of America's most influential and innovative tech companies. This unexpected decision has ignited fierce debate across the nation, raising questions about the proper role of government in private enterprise and the future of American capitalism. President Trump has been quick to frame the deal as a shrewd investment, emphasizing that it's not a bailout, but a strategic partnership designed to secure America's technological future. For the first time, the government is stepping into the boardroom as a partner, not just a regulator, signaling a new era of collaboration and potential conflict between public and private interests. Intel, once a symbol of American tech dominance, has recently faced mounting financial troubles, with its stock value plunging by half and investors growing increasingly anxious about its future. The government's investment is intended to stabilize this critical company, ensuring that a cornerstone of U.S. innovation remains strong in the face of global competition and economic uncertainty. This bold step marks a dramatic departure from decades of hands-off economic policy, where the government typically avoided direct involvement in the affairs of private corporations. Unlike the emergency bailouts of the past, Intel is not on the brink of collapse, but it is undeniably vulnerable, caught between rapid technological change and fierce international competition. The administration's move could either safeguard a vital national asset or open the door to unprecedented government influence over the private sector, raising concerns about the balance of power. The implications are vast, touching everything from national security and global competitiveness to the very definition of capitalism in the 21st century. This bold experiment blurs the long-standing lines between public and private, government and business, and could set a precedent for future interventions. Intel's recent struggles, from missed earnings to global supply chain disruptions, have prompted this extraordinary intervention, highlighting the company's importance to the nation's economic and technological infrastructure. The government's new stake could fundamentally redefine what it means to be a public-private partnership, with both sides navigating uncharted territory. One thing is certain: this move has upended expectations and forced every major player to rethink their strategies in a rapidly changing world. As the dust settles, the future of government-business relations and the fate of American innovation hangs in the balance. The mechanics of this deal are as bold and unprecedented as the decision itself, marking a significant shift in how the government approaches industrial policy and corporate partnerships. In a move that stunned both Wall Street and Washington, the Trump administration converted $9 billion in CHIPS Act grants into equity shares of Intel, making the federal government a direct stakeholder in one of America's most critical tech giants. This bold maneuver transforms the government's role from a traditional patron, simply providing funds, to a proprietor with a vested interest in Intel's future performance and strategic direction. President Trump frames this as a way to ensure that if Intel's fortunes improve, American taxpayers, not just private investors, stand to benefit directly from the upside, turning public investment into potential public profit. A carefully crafted clause in the agreement even increases the government's stake if Intel decides to sell off its manufacturing arm, protecting national interests and keeping key assets under American oversight. This high-stakes negotiation signals a new era in government-industry relations, where public and private sectors are more intertwined than ever before, and the boundaries between them are being actively redefined. While the government's board seat is officially non-voting, its presence alone ensures a level of influence and oversight that will inevitably shape Intel's decisions for years to come. Criticism erupted especially from conservatives. Larry Kudlow and Steve Moore decried the move as corporate welfare. Rand Paul warned of creeping socialism. Comparisons to Soviet-style enterprises emerged. Bernie Sanders, a democratic socialist, surprisingly supported the move. Commerce Secretary Lutnick defended it as smart business, not ideology. The debate centers on whether this is state control or a new partnership model. For Intel, the deal is a double-edged sword. It provides crucial capital but comes with strings attached. Intel warned investors of potential risks, including limited future grants. Global sales could suffer due to U.S. government ties. Increased regulation and political interference are concerns. The line between non-voting member and influential stakeholder is thin. Intel must balance business needs with political expectations. The Trump-Intel deal sparks a significant debate on the future of American capitalism. This landmark agreement has brought to the forefront questions about the evolving role of government in the business sector. Supporters see it as a groundbreaking model, one that ensures public shares in the success of private enterprises. They argue that this partnership could lead to more robust economic growth and innovation. This approach could potentially shift the U.S. from a regulatory state to an investment state, where the government plays a more active role in funding and nurturing businesses. However, critics warn of the dangers of increased political influence and the risk of crony capitalism. They fear that such deals could lead to favoritism and corruption. The risks are significant, including poor capital allocation and stifled competition. Small businesses might suffer as larger corporations receive more government support. The success or failure of this deal will undoubtedly shape the future of government-business relations. It will serve as a case study for future policies and agreements. The outcome may redefine the economic playbook for a generation, influencing how future administrations and businesses collaborate to drive the economy forward.